What is going on, everyone? Welcome to the video. It is Saturday, August 31st, Labor Day weekend 2024. We are here in the woods, about 2.5 miles into a 14-mile run, and it's a beautiful day. It's overcast. It is hot. Not really hot. There is a cool touch to the air, I guess you would call it, but it's humid. So, as you could tell by the title of today's video, we're talking about balance. Not so much how to balance your life, but the fact that balance doesn't truly exist. And what I mean by this is that there is no way for you to 100% balance your life, balance everything that you are doing or that you want to do. Because we only have so much time in a day, so much time in our lives, it's impossible to do it all at once. So instead of thinking of trying to find balance in your life, accept that you are going to have seasons of life. Now, seasons of life is something that I first heard about from my friend and mindset coach. Shout out to Joe Rinaldi. But he introduced me to this topic some time ago, and it's been on my mind a lot. So I've been thinking about doing a video on the topic of balance versus seasons for quite some time. And when I brought this up to a good friend yesterday, it actually sparked a really, really great conversation, which I'm going to take that conversation, not the intimate details of it, but take that topic of conversation and relay it here. So, like I said before, it's impossible to balance, to do everything that you want to do in life all at the same time. But instead, think of your life and your goals as seasons. So different times in your life that you're focusing on the things that are important to you. So I myself am in a season of building. I'm building my fitness as a runner and strength training. I'm building my faith, my relationship with God, strengthening that after not focusing on it for so many years. And I'm also building myself as a photographer, building up my name, building up my portfolio, so that way eventually I can take it as a side gig hobby and turn it into a full-time career. And this season of building I've been in for almost 2 years. The amount of time you spend in a season is completely up to you. It can be 2 years, like myself. It could be longer, or it could be shorter. It could be a month or a few months, 6 months, whatever. But it's totally up to you and where you're at your current state in life, at this current stage of your life. So if you're finding yourself like me in a building phase right now, and you're struggling to figure out how to balance everything that you want to tackle, want to take on, accomplish, but you're not sure how, the biggest, simplest, easiest thing to do is to sit down, figure out what it is that you want to pursue, and schedule the time to work on that. So for those who don't know or don't remember, in addition to the fitness and the photography and making YouTube videos, I hold a full-time job. I work anywhere from 40 to 43 hours a week. That's not including my drive time. My drive time, one way to work, is 40 minutes. So there's a lot of time that's taken up by my full-time job. So in order for me to accomplish the other things I want to outside of work, I schedule them. I make sure that I make the time for them. And that's the key word there, make the time. It's not finding time, you make the time for them. So I have scheduled out, I know what days I'm running, what days I'm weightlifting, and I also know what days are my creative days. So I have all that planned out, and then I can build the rest of my week around that and know that, okay, this day, like Saturdays, for example. Saturdays are my long trail run days. I'm usually out on the trails for 4 or 5 hours. Get my run in. So I know there's a big chunk of my Saturday taken up. And then I build the other things around that. So I build in spending time with my partner. I build in, time for reading or time for just relaxing. But I make sure that I schedule the things that are important to me in this season of my life. Or if you're at a point in your life where you're looking to make a change and you don't know where to start, sit down and really evaluate the things that are important to you in your life. Sit down and evaluate where your life is at now and the direction that you want to take it, and then from there you can plan out what you're going to do, what you want to chase after, and how you're going to do that. So sitting down and planning and writing things out is great if you're already in a season of building or a season of growth or a season, whatever season you're in right now. Sitting down and figuring out what you want out of life is a great way to keep yourself on point, on trajectory, and also a great way for you to start if you're not sure about where you want to go. Alright, so I'm going to wrap up the video here. I'm 5.5 miles in. And yeah, just some closing remarks to kind of summarize what my main points of this video were. So first, balance isn't a thing. Instead, think of life as happening in seasons. You're going to have periods of time where you're more focused on one thing than you are with something else, and that's okay. We're ever changing, ever growing, so our seasons are going to be different, going to look different from person to person. Second is, if you're struggling to figure out the direction you want to go in life, or if you're struggling to figure out what exact season you are in, sit down, take some time to really think about where your life is at now and what direction you want it to go, what you want to be working on, achieving, that kind of thing. Once you have that figured out, then you can sit down and figure out what you want to work on and when you want to work on them. Schedule time for the things that are important to you, and not just your big goals, but also schedule time for family, for friends. You could still do and accomplish big things with also including the special people in your life. And lastly, it's okay if you start down one path, enter one season of your life, and realize that's not really what you wanted, that it's not really serving you as who you want to be. So it's okay to pivot from one season into a new season. Like I said, we're growing, we're changing, we are trying to be better versions of ourselves every day. And that's what it takes. You have to continually evaluate where you are in life, who you are as a person, and what direction you want to go. Me currently, like I said, I've been in this building season for about 2 years, and I'm loving it. I'm loving figuring out the person I am. I'm loving pushing myself mentally, physically, spiritually into new places. And I'm excited to see where this season and life leads me. So with that being said, I'm going to end the video here. I want to finish this run. I've still got whatever the math is, 9 miles or something. I'm not good at math. I know that's quick, easy math for some people, but I've still got over halfway to go. So I want to turn off the YouTube and focus on finishing out this run strong. So if you like this video, give it a like, leave a comment, subscribe if you're not already, and I will see you in the next video.